Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today, we're making chicken and rice soup.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
Chicken and rice soup, it's one of those delicious things you love to come home to. This is a crock-pot meal, and now that the snow here in the Pacific Northwest is starting to melt, it's super cold still, and there's just nothing better to come home to. Dinner's all done. I just have to scoop it into bowls and we get to sit down and eat. So this one is pretty easy, and it's probably all the staple ingredients that you have. I want to say welcome if you're new. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dinah, and I'm your host today, and I've just got a whole bunch of recipes I'd like to share with you. So the first thing you need is about 3/4 of a pound of cooked chicken, and this is just some leftover rotisserie chicken I had from Costco. I throw it in bags like this and just freeze it for instances just like this. So this is going to cook on low for about 6 hours, so you could easily prepare it before you leave for work and let it cook all day. So these are pretty big chunks. So I'm just going to make them smaller, and then we're just going to throw them in the crock pot. Just chunk it up. Denver, you say that smells good? As this cooks in the crock pot, it's gonna the pieces are gonna cook down and like fall apart more. But to start out with, I like to at least get them bite-sized. All right. So there's that. We're just going to throw that in the crock pot. So there's that one. And then I need a 1/2 cup of celery. This is just what I had left over this week from what I was taking in my lunches. So we're just going to cut it up real small. Give it a nice little dice here. Throw that in. All right, so in our crock pot, we've got chicken, we've got our celery. The original recipe calls for a 15-ounce can of mixed vegetables, but I never have mixed vegetables in a can. I always have them frozen. So I'm using about a solid, probably just a little over a cup of just frozen mixed vegetables. I'm gonna toss those in. They will thaw as it cooks, so there's no need to thaw. We're also gonna use 2 cans of chicken broth, and I just put a can opener in it. Super easy. So that's 2 cans of chicken broth. If you want to use better than bouillon, you'll need like 28 ounces. All right, so that's in. And now we need some seasoning. So we need a tablespoon of lemon juice. This might be interesting ingredient, but it really brings out all the flavors. So a tablespoon of lemon. I always put in just a sprinkle of garlic because I like it. We need a teaspoon of onion powder. And a teaspoon of parsley. So in that goes. We also need a 1/4 cup of water, so put that in there. And then just some salt and pepper to taste. I would add some now, and then before you serve it, taste it again. You can remember that you can always add, but you can't take away. Let me grab a spoon, maybe. Just give it a stir here. All right, so we're gonna cook this on low for 6 hours, and then the last hour, you wanna add a 1/3 cup of rice. So let's get that going. And I've just got plain old white rice here. And I'm gonna measure 1/3 of a cup out here. I'm gonna just set it next to my crock pot. And then when it gets down to an hour left, I'm gonna add that and then it'll cook the rest of the way. So for me, I'm gone all day, but I would usually have a kid home or my husband is home since he works from home. I can set him a timer or text him and say, hey, go add the rice, give it a stir. And then when I get home, dinner's still ready. So I'll be back in 5 hours when we're ready to add the rice. Welcome back. About an hour ago, I put the rice in and it is ready to eat. Look at that, delicious. Let's give it a taste, make sure the seasoning, and it really thickens up nice, but let's taste it and make sure it's seasoned well. It's gonna be hot. Actually, it doesn't need a thing. Let's get this dished up. And it is a thicker soup, but I kind of like it that way. Look at how delicious that is. Chicken and rice, super easy. You can put everything in the crock pot, walk away. Let's give it a good taste here. Yum. It smells delicious. It's one of those days where chicken soup is going to be delicious. Oh yeah. That's wonderful. So comforting. Bowl of comfort. And a little bit of veggies so you get some nutrition in there. Wow. I sure hope you guys try this. I want to say thanks for joining me in my kitchen today as I showed you how to make a super easy crock pot chicken and rice soup. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications. I've got a ton of episodes coming in the future. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Do you want me to really explain all that?
No, you don't have to. If you don't think you need to.
I don't think we need to. Aw.
Oh, it's just too small.
And I need
Look at the little man. I'll put his picture right back in here.
my little man.
Hey, I'm just checking. Is the door open?
It's closed.
Okay.
Are you not getting a close-up, or are you going to come close-up and on this one?
I'll do it.
Okay.
You can't fill it there because you can't see it.
I'll hold it up here.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Gonna taste good, I know.